Hi guys, Chris Pennington here, Chris Tenerife. So look, it's been quite a while since, obviously, the things with the Jay Slater case. A lot's transpired. There's still a lot of, let's call them internet sleuths, covering the case. A lot of questions, which no one's denied along the way, that there's always been questions. I think it's one of those cases that there always will be questions, to be fair, just because of the way the whole story unfolded. Obviously the testimonies and the statements that were given by the friends to, namely, the Guardia Civil that were handling the case, and obviously it was a missing persons case. I just want to talk a little bit about the questions that I've been asked, namely what's the reason for the 180, the narrative, secondly the narrative that I've been pushing, thirdly, how did I know where Jay was? So let's just get into a few of those things. Firstly, when Jay went missing, that was on the night of a Sunday, morning of a Monday, which was when he would have left Papagayo with the two people that had booked the Airbnb. He'd obviously gone in the car. However many people were in the car, we don't know. The only people that know the answer to that question were the people in the car. I believe Mr. Ayub has said he's got video footage of who was in the car and the conversation that took place. So if he has that footage, one would assume the fact that Jay went missing, he was questioned by the Guardia Civil, he would have given a statement. Bear in mind, it's a criminal offence to give a false testimony, so let's just assume he's given a true statement. He would have disclosed everything. As with Brad was interviewed, and as with Lucy. Again, I just want to reiterate, our job and our role was one of helping with the search. Nothing to do with detective work and nothing to do with an investigation. I never interviewed anyone surrounding the case. Our role simply was to take information that we either got from the public domain, was sent to us from people that tried to help us, or facts that had been corroborated, have been confirmed as true. So we took that information and we put that into a plan, and then we went to search. Let's just tackle the thing about a narrative right now. There are internet sleuths, and this is not a negative comment. A lot of the questions I asked early on, a lot of the questions that Warren Slater asked early on, and I didn't have any contact with Warren at this point. If you look at the videos now as they come out, both Warren and I are saying the same thing. We had the same questions way before it actually got picked up and it was on YouTube or anywhere else. I believe the video that Warren released on his TikTok account was shot around the time I was searching up there. And in fact, Warren and I were searching on the same day, and we both said the same thing. I've got video evidence. Warren's posted his video evidence, and later when Warren and I, and yes, I have sat down with Warren, I've sat down with Debbie and other members of the family shortly after we'd finished our job and the remains of Jay were were found, and we had a very good conversation. It was a very difficult conversation, as you can imagine. It's not the situation where you want to meet people. Warren said some lovely things to me. We're two big boys, and Warren's, in my opinion, a man of the world. He can sift through, let's just say, the bullshit from the truth, which is a great thing. And it's a day I'll never forget. It's a conversation I'll never forget, and I'm really glad it happened. I didn't actually want to do it, but I'm glad I did. And Warren knows my character. He knows who I am as a person, for sure. And he knows that I'm there for him and his family even now. Debbie that day breaks my heart. You know, I don't want to go into it because they're private moments, but it's been really nice to receive comments and messages from the family since then. Messages of gratitude and thanks, and they know what I did and what the people that were helping me did to help them. And to be honest, that's all that really matters. We know the truth. With regards to how it all came about, how did Jay end up where he was, and it really is best guess. You know, you guys out there as well as us, we've only had the information that we found, researched and got to come up with our best guess. I didn't believe the boat theory. The boat theory's been debunked. So is the beach video, completely debunked. I'm talking like cybersecurity, police, intelligence. It's not real. So we can draw a line under that. First of all, the beach video, the camera, and I went down and recce'd it myself, and so did the British media. The camera is on a Chinese restaurant. The camera's fixed and it can't move. And if you look at that video, the video's moving, okay? So that could be the same footage, but people are zooming in and out, and that actually makes it look and feel like it's moving. Secondly, there's no audio on that camera. So whatever audio people have heard, it's been put over the top, either by AI or people that know how to use the technology. Thirdly, the most important thing, Papagayo Beach Club is here. You've then literally got one road where all the police are and all the taxi ranks and the beach. So if you were going to commit a crime on that beach, then you're really fucking dumb. Because you've got all the taxi drivers, all the police there at kick-out time in the clubs, and it's a one-way road, so everyone leaving Clubland has got to go in that direction past where you're committing the crime. Now, I'm not having a go at internet sleuths when they're looking. So I'm not having a go at the internet sleuths when they say this, but because they're not familiar with the territory, the landscape and the areas, they're clutching at straws to try and work out. Do you know what? I really hope the internet sleuths go backtrack and get closer to the story and the truth, because we know it. I know it. The family know it. The police know it. Okay, but it's not what it doesn't bother me. I know the truth now. I'm in a position where whatever I say will be twisted and bent because people don't trust it, not interested, or they're doing it for revenue. Whatever the reasons are, it's irrelevant to me. But if they want to do justice to themselves, they're better off actually backtracking right back to the early facts and picking up the story there, because they've gone off on rabbit holes and they're lost right now. So if you think you're going to get justice for Jay, you're so cold and you're so far off the mark right now.